Alright, welcome to part 2 of this tutorial. If anybody has any questions, comments, or anything, or something you don't understand or whatever, let me know and I'll try to cover that a little bit better. Let's see. I'm not going to probably get into the wiggling part of it right now, so I'll tell you what though, if you go to, say, Video Copilot or you Google it or something and you just don't really know how to make the wiggle thing happen, let me know and I'll do one on that. But for now, I'm just going to do the kind of basics because that was just kind of an extra little thing I put on there. So, no real big deal. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll show you now how I got my hand to look correct on here, because now that I've got this screen on here, it's working and everything. And I've lined it up a little bit better since I just did that last part of this. I've got everything lined up just a little bit better. I fixed a couple of keyframes, but you got the gist of it, I think, from the first one. So here's what you want to do. You've got Camtasia running. You've got the screen on top of it that you're going to move, and it goes pretty smoothly, blah, blah, blah. But your hand is missing. Your hand kind of like gets hidden by the screen there, so you can tell it's an effect. So what I did is I took Control D on here to duplicate it. I brought it up above here, hit enter, and I renamed it hand. Now I've already done that, so I'm just going to delete that, but here's what I've got here. The next thing you're going to do is going to create a mask. Now see if I come over here and I see if I delete the mask. Just got the layer up there. You get the pen tool and just make a quick little mask around the contour of the hand as close as you can get it. I'm not making mine perfect for this, but I'm just going to show you what to do. If you know After Effects, I'm sure you know masking and stuff like that by now. I hit Control Z to undo that. And okay. Yeah, by the way, if you're in the middle of doing something and you accidentally delete something and, oh god, I just worked for hours on this, I don't know how to get it back, just Control Z and it'll come right back. So I drew a mask around the contour of the hand, and it's automatically set to add. So if I solo that layer, there's the hand. And then I went into, hit M to bring up the mask, by the way. Hit M, and it'll come up. If you hit MM, it brings up all the mask's properties. I feathered it a bit, did the expansion a little bit, so it goes a little bit better into my hand. Just try to line it up. And basically, your hand's going to be in front of a light anyway, a light source. So there might be a little bit of glow on there. So if this doesn't look perfect all the way around there, it's okay. Some light would be shining onto your hand anyway. But now if you move it around, you can see the mask kind of is still there. So what you want to do is, and again, I'm just going to do this kind of quickly. You can either now, if you move a mask, if you're not really familiar with masks, you can either select a point and move it wherever you want to do it, or if you find some point on there to move the mask to where it's just the mask is selected, you double click it. You can then move the mask, the entire thing, anywhere you want to go. So those of you who, I guess that might help rotoscoping a little bit better. I don't know if it'll help lightsabers in that sense, but oop, there's my phone. Hang on. Okay, where was I? I don't even remember where I was. But anyway, okay, you make a mask around the hand, and then you frame by frame pretty much. I don't have to go frame by frame really, but let's see. I'm going to actually go backwards here. You go back a little bit, click, click, and then drag the thing, and you're going to have to like reshape the mask as you go. Again, if there's an easier way to do this, I'm all ears. But and you just kind of go around the hand about where you need to be. I'm not going to make it perfect, but you get it about where you need it to be. Go back a few more. Click, click, bring it back, and then by the time you get it kind of out of the area of the screen, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how perfect it is because it's not on the screen anymore. But let's see. Go forward now, and yeah, there we go. I'll have to fix that a little bit. Okay, I'll make it a little bit perfect. Okay. So it's pretty much. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not exactly perfect, but that's pretty much. I'll turn the mask back on. You just roto the mask until you got to do what you got to do until your hand is. You keep going through there, all the way up until pretty much your hand needs to be away from the screen, so it doesn't matter. But that's pretty much how you do that. Again, yeah, this is not perfect, and like, see, by the time it's behind it, I don't know. This would really depend. Like at this point, yeah, I guess it would still need to be on top of it, and then you move it, and then you just keep positioning the mask until you don't need it to be there. But that's how you get your basically how you get your hand to be from that. Let's see, from that to that. See, and again, like the front of it is a little bit. See, the mask isn't completely in front of it, but then there's light again, kind of shining on your hand probably. So that's okay if that's not too perfect, but that's all up to you and your taste and how you want to do it. But let's see, that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest of it is just repetition and doing the same stuff over and over again, and then just playing with stuff. If I do this clip again, I'll probably end up changing other things about it, just like I did for the first one. I was just kind of playing with stuff until I got stuff that looked neat, and that was pretty much it. So there you go. There's part 1 and part 2 of basically how I did that. If you guys have any other questions or comments, or you think it sucked or whatever, let me know. That's what we're here for. We're all here to learn and mess up and blah blah blah. So have fun.